Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 simple content strategies that will help you build a truly loyal following. If you are coming across my video for the first time, do well to subscribe and click on the notification icon so that you will be notified whenever I share a new video. In this channel, I release regular updates and tips on how to make money online and become more effective in online platforms. Now let's get right into more detail. To really understand how to build loyal followers, we first need to get a grip on the current reality of content creation. Today, content is absolutely everywhere. Every single minute, thousands of videos are uploaded, millions of posts are shared, and countless opinions are broadcast all over social media. Because of this information overload, attention has become one of the most valuable and limited resources online. People no longer struggle to find content. They struggle to decide what's actually worth their time. This is why so many creators feel stuck. They might be creating content consistently, improving their quality, and even following the latest trends, but they still struggle to grow an audience that actually stays. The views come in, but the followers don't engage deeply. Subscribers join, but they don't come back regularly. The reason for this is simple. Visibility alone does not build an audience. There's a huge difference between people who just see your content and people who commit to it. Loyal followers are not accidental viewers. They are people who feel connected to your content, trust your message, and see value in returning to you again and again. These are the people who comment, share your work, recommend you to their friends, and eventually support you financially or professionally. Without loyal followers, your growth will be inconsistent, your engagement will stay shallow, monetization becomes incredibly difficult, and any long-term success feels unstable. So, the goal of content creation is not just to attract attention, but to build trust, familiarity, and a real emotional connection over time. The 5 strategies in this video are designed to help you do exactly that. These are not shortcuts. They are foundational principles that work across any platform and any niche, and they focus on building relationships, not just chasing numbers. Let's start with the first strategy. Strategy number 1 is to create content with a clear purpose and direction. Before anyone can become loyal to your content, they need to understand why it exists in the first place. One of the biggest mistakes content creators make is creating content without a clear purpose. They post what feels right at the moment, jump on random trends, or upload just because they feel pressured to stay active. While this might get you a few views here and there, it rarely builds loyalty. When your content lacks direction, it feels unpredictable, and unpredictability makes it very hard for an audience to commit. Loyal followers are built when people clearly understand what role your content plays in their lives. Some content creators educate, some simplify complex topics, some motivate, others guide beginners step by step. What really matters is that your audience can answer this question without hesitation. What do I come to this creator for? A clear content purpose creates consistency in your message. Over time, people will start to associate your name with a specific type of value. This association builds trust because your audience knows what to expect every time you post. Purpose also helps you as a creator. It gets rid of confusion, reduces creative burnout, and gives your content a sense of direction. Instead of guessing what to post, you're simply fulfilling a role. Without purpose, content feels scattered. With purpose, content becomes intentional. And intentional content is the foundation of loyalty. Strategy number 2 is to use consistency as a tool to build trust. Once your content has a clear purpose, the next step is to reinforce that purpose through consistency. Now, consistency is not about posting as often as humanly possible. It's about showing up reliably over time. Inconsistency breaks trust, even if the content itself is really good. When a creator posts randomly, disappears for long periods, and then comes back unexpectedly, the audience slowly loses their emotional investment. People stop expecting your content, and when those expectations disappear, loyalty fades away with them. Consistent creators, on the other hand, become a part of their audience's routine. Their content feels dependable. This dependability creates trust, and trust is absolutely essential for loyalty. Consistency also signals that you are serious. It shows that you are committed to your audience, not just experimenting or looking for a quick hit of attention. Over time, your audience begins to believe in your long-term presence. When people believe you'll continue showing up, they are much more willing to stay connected to you. Consistency doesn't require perfection, it requires discipline. Even a simple, realistic posting schedule that you maintain over time is enough to build incredibly strong trust. Next up, strategy number 3 is to speak to a specific audience to create a deep connection. After establishing consistency, the next major factor in building loyalty is relevance. A lot of creators try to appeal to everyone, thinking this will help them grow faster. In reality, this approach often just weakens their message and prevents any kind of deep connection from forming. Loyalty grows when content feels personal, and content only feels personal when it's created with a specific audience in mind. When you know exactly who you're speaking to, your language becomes clearer, your examples become more relatable, your advice becomes more practical. The audience feels understood, not just talked at. People are loyal to creators who get them. When viewers feel that your content reflects their struggles, their goals, or their experiences, they form an emotional connection. This emotional connection is what separates casual viewers from truly loyal followers. Specific content creates depth, and when it comes to long-term growth, depth is far more powerful than broad appeal. Strategy number 4 is to build loyal followers by consistently solving real problems. Once you have a clear purpose, consistency, and a well-defined audience, the next big question is, why should people keep coming back to your content? The answer is simple but incredibly powerful, because your content helps them. At the very core of loyalty is usefulness. People are naturally drawn to things that make their lives easier, clearer, or better. When your content consistently provides solutions to the real problems your audience is facing, it stops being just content and starts becoming a resource. Many creators focus heavily on aesthetics, trends, or viral formats, but they overlook the most important factor. Does the content actually improve the viewer's situation? Views might come from trends, but loyalty comes from value. Problem-solving content works because it creates a healthy kind of dependence. When someone repeatedly learns something useful from you, they start to associate you with progress. They begin to trust your guidance. Over time, they don't just watch your videos, they rely on them. This requires a major mindset shift. Instead of thinking like a content creator, you need to think like a teacher or a guide. A teacher doesn't ask, "What do I feel like saying today?" A teacher asks, "What does my audience need to understand next?" Every audience has ongoing struggles, unanswered questions, and areas of confusion. When your content consistently addresses these issues in a clear and practical way, you position yourself as someone who genuinely cares about helping, not just posting. Another important aspect of problem-solving content is its longevity. Trend-based content often expires quickly, but value-driven content stays relevant. When people save your videos, rewatch them, or recommend them to others, that's a strong signal of trust and loyalty. In simple terms, people stay loyal to creators who consistently make their lives better, even in small ways. And finally, strategy number 5 is to turn followers into a community through human connection and engagement. This final strategy is what transforms everything you've built so far into something truly powerful. Up to this point, your content might be clear, consistent, targeted, and valuable. But without an emotional connection, your loyalty will always have a limit. People don't just stay loyal to information, they stay loyal to people. Human connection is what turns an audience into a community. It's what makes people feel like they're part of something, rather than just consuming content from a distance. Even if you're a faceless creator, connection is still very possible. It's not just about showing your face. It's built through your voice, your honesty, your relatability, and your intention. When you share experiences, lessons you've learned, mistakes you've made, or insights you've gained, your content becomes human. It feels real and sincere. And sincerity builds trust. Storytelling plays a huge role here. When you wrap information in an experience, it becomes easier to remember and much more emotionally engaging. Stories allow your audience to see themselves in your journey, even if your path is different from theirs. Engagement is the bridge that connects you and your audience. When you ask questions, invite opinions, or encourage comments, you're signaling that your audience matters. When you acknowledge their thoughts or respond to feedback, you reinforce that signal, creating a two-way relationship instead of a one-way broadcast. When people feel seen, heard, and appreciated, they develop a sense of belonging. And belonging is one of the strongest drivers of loyalty. At this stage, your followers no longer feel like strangers watching a video. They feel like participants in an ongoing conversation. They identify with your message and feel emotionally invested in your growth. This emotional investment is what keeps people loyal, even when your content is not perfect, even when trends change, and even when your growth slows down. Loyalty built on connection is durable. It lasts. When you reach this level, you're no longer just building followers. You're building a community that grows with you. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope this gave you a deeper and clearer understanding of how these simple but intentional content strategies can help you build loyal followers over time. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like, share, and comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.